Good evening, brethren. I am Richard Schmidt, and I am a candidate for Grand Lodge trustee. In many ways, the position of Grand Lodge trustee is as vital to the functioning of Grand Lodge as are the elected officers. Allow me to clarify the extent and limitations of the trustee's position. This has sometimes been misunderstood. Under Masonic, state, and federal tax law, there are roles for both management and the board. The elected line operates the activities and organization of Grand Lodge. The elected trustees have financial, fiduciary, and oversight responsibilities. There are checks and balances between the two, but their functions should not be adversarial. They should be complementary, and that's complementary with an E, not an I. For example, the trustees cannot tell the Grand Master how he can spend the Grand Lodge's money. However, the trustees must exercise control over how much in aggregate he can spend. If a deficit occurs in one year, it must be recovered through subsequent surpluses. We cannot continually spend more money than we earn. The eventual result is obvious. The trustees have responsibility to see that Grand Lodge money is prudently invested, that budgets are realistic, complete, and adhered to, that financial activities are properly recorded, reported, and audited, that assets are maintained and insured, and that tax returns are filed correctly and timely. This duty is not optional. The law and prudent management require the trustees to do so. The elected line, working with the elected trustees in a responsible manner, can go so far to assure long-term success of our fraternity. Working at cross purposes invites eventual disaster. So, why should you consider me to be a highly qualified candidate to fill this oversight and fiduciary control position? My professional and Masonic finance and management experience have laid the groundwork for my taking on this responsibility. After Army service, I returned home to full-time employment at night school, earning bachelor's and master's degrees in finance, both with high honors. I was assistant treasurer of a $5 billion industrial company and executive vice president and CFO of a $9 billion fiduciary and investment consulting firm. My responsibilities included budgets, management financial reports, oversight of audits, payroll, taxes, insurance contracts, and other financial operations. I have developed corporate policies and controls over cash management, payment and collection systems, bank relationships, short and long-term borrowing and investing. With responsibility for company and clients' pension funds, often totaling several $1 billion, I have extensive knowledge of investment strategies, risks, costs, measurement, and goal setting. In project work for state pension funds, I have actively evaluated the effectiveness of fund governance structures and decision models. Masonically, I served as District Deputy Grand Master on several Grand Lodge committees. I also served 9 years as an elected Masonic Charity Foundation trustee during a critical period of strategic development, including as president in 2017-18. For the past 10 years, I have been the unpaid financial advisor to the Grand Lodge trustees. My role is to analyze and recommend to the trustees various investment alternatives, and then to implement their decisions. Savings to Grand Lodge in advisory and management fees exceeds $250,000, while earning a net of fees 6.62% annual return, consistent with the portfolio and risk return preferences of the trustees. I sit at the table with the trustees, not only assisting with the investments, but giving guidance when asked on budgetary and cash management control matters. I will need very little on-the-job training or learning curve. As a trustee, I will recuse myself on any decision whether I should continue providing investment advice. If I do continue, I will defer to the other trustees on accepting my recommendations. I am particularly sensitive to avoiding any potential conflict of interest. So who should you elect as a Grand Lodge trustee? We as Masons need trustees who will exercise the duties of that office responsibly and diligently, unafraid to stand up for the fraternity when necessary. My work in related disciplines gives me an unmatched Mason experience. I cannot pledge to you to make everything right. I pledge to work both diligently and expertly to move our fraternity in that direction. I will insist on strict controls and on fiscal discipline. I ask you, therefore, to cast your vote for me in April as Grand Lodge trustee. Thank you and God bless.